Hello, I am Ben O'Boyle, and this is my persuasive speech. And I'm going to be talking about how people are being misled, and children especially. The National Financial Educators Council has said that in 2021, $2.9 billion was spent on targeted advertising towards children specifically. And it has gotten immoral and underregulated. And it has been going that way for a long time, but the rise of technology and screens are everywhere, so it's a lot easier for children to be influenced by this stuff. And it can mess with their financial values in the future, which can mess with the economy as a whole, because they are the future of our economy. And that's really what I'm going to be talking about. They don't have any reasoning skills until they're about 13. It creates consumers as people instead of as an act. It instills that seed of, I want to buy this thing, so I'm going to buy this thing. And the rise in technology also aids that. But back to my first point, children, until they are about 13, cannot understand when they are being petitioned for something. They can decipher it, obviously, because it takes a little bit of thought process, but if somebody is coming at them, like in toy unboxing videos is a really specific example, where people are opening toys for fun, for entertainment, but kids can't separate product placement from entertainment. And it's gotten out of hand, especially with YouTube and everything. It's harder to get kids away from product placement and stuff like that. They also don't have the capacity to know what an ad is. Basically the same thing as like product placement. They don't know what that is. And you can teach them what it is, of course. And it's really important to instill those financial values early on. And as many people know, the prefrontal cortex is not fully developed until 25. So really, everybody is being roped in, really. But it's a lot easier for them to target children, which moves on to my next point, which is children influence parents. The same company, NFEC, said that kids influence about $670 billion of commercial spending a year. Kids see something and they go to their parents and they convince their parents to buy it for them, and it adds up and it stacks up really, really fast. And that early brand support is that seed that I was talking about. It creates lifelong consumers. You get nostalgia from something that you were bought as a child, and you see it later in life, and it's hard to avoid because they have planted that seed of, you know, this brand and you want this brand because it was important to you, so it still is. And another thing with that brand is anywhere you go, brand websites like Vans, anything, is taking your data and selling it to other people. Which is fine within the limitations of knowing what websites you're going on to, but children aren't entirely aware of what they're walking into. They are going onto YouTube looking for something and an ad pops up, or they're going onto a website and it has ad fillings on the sides. All of that stuff is influential, and it has gotten to a point where they're buying out children, basically. The whole reason for spending any money on targeted ads is to get kids to get their parents to buy more stuff. And it's it's become a lot more prevalent with the rise of the digital age and social media, especially. Kids younger and younger are getting access to social medias, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. All of those are also taking their data and selling their data, which, to most of us, it's like pretty prevalent that Facebook is taking your data. But if you sign up for a Facebook account when you're 11, which a lot of kids do now, they're going to take your data and target you without your knowledge. And that is unfair and completely immoral. It's strange even. But anyone from 2 to 14 is wholly susceptible to persuasion. Anything under the guise of, hey, I'll give this to you and it will make you feel better. It will make you feel good, because that's what they're searching for. Stimulation, anything stimulating. And that's why a lot of the ads are also so flashy now, because it stimulates and it grabs children. But the excuse me, sorry. It's gotten out of hand, and there's an overproduction of paid promotions and advertisements that has become harmful in excess to American lives, and needs to be reduced and or regulated in a way that we can support the financial values of our future economy, because it will help everybody in the long run to support your children. And that will go a long way for everybody in the future. That 2.9 billion spoken about earlier was influencing you, it's influencing your children, it's influencing everybody around you. And it's really hard to get away from now, especially. So it's important that we are vigilant with our own information and the information that we are providing to young children.